The man who saved the world, Stanislav Petrov. September 26, 1983. The Cold War was at its breaking point. Just weeks earlier, the Soviets had shot down a Korean airliner, and the US had labeled the USSR the evil empire. Inside a secret bunker called Sepukar 15, Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov was settling into a routine night shift. His job was to monitor the Oko satellite system for any incoming nuclear strikes. At 0:15, the silence was shattered by a piercing electronic scream. A massive red screen lit up the bunker with one word: launch. A satellite had detected a ballistic missile launched from the United States. Petrov had less than 20 minutes before impact. Suddenly, the system flashed again. Second missile. Third. Fourth. Fifth. The computer was 100% certain. 5 nuclear missiles were screaming through the atmosphere toward the USSR. Protocol was absolute. Petrov had to notify the Soviet High Command immediately. This would trigger a massive retaliatory strike, vaporizing hundreds of millions of people in the US and Europe within the hour. Total nuclear winter would follow. Petrov held the phone in his shaking hand. His subordinates were in a state of sheer panic, waiting for the order. But Petrov hesitated. He was an analyst, and something didn't feel right. He thought, if the Americans were starting World War III, why only 5 missiles? It doesn't make sense. He had to choose, trust the multi-billion-dollar machine or trust his intuition. He took a deep breath, picked up the phone, and reported, "System malfunction. It's a false alarm." Then came the longest 15 minutes in human history. Petrov sat in the flickering light, staring at the clock, sweat dripping down his face. If he was wrong, he would be the man who let his country be destroyed without a fight. He waited for the flash. He waited for the shockwave. The clock ticked. 15 minutes. 20. 25. Nothing happened. It was later found that the missiles were just sunlight reflecting off clouds, which had confused the sensors. Stanislav Petrov had saved the world, but he wasn't treated as a hero. He was interrogated and later reprimanded for improperly filing paperwork. He eventually retired to a tiny, cramped apartment, living in poverty until his death in 2017. Petrov never called himself a hero. He simply said, "I was just doing my job." But the truth is, every one of us is alive today because one man dared to stay calm when the machines told him it was the end of the world.